Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Celeste Borghese, and today I am talking about going out to eat at restaurants. This can be extremely challenging if you are trying to avoid certain foods, if you have particular food sensitivities that you do need to be avoiding due to certain health conditions. So today I'm going to break it down and make it easy for you to go out to a dinner and enjoy without the added stress. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The first tip I have for you is call ahead of time to the restaurant to see if they can accommodate your food allergy or sensitivity, and also check the menu before you leave. So sometimes I will go online, look at their menu, I'll already predetermine what I'm going to eat before I even leave. Especially if you're with a group of people, I understand how you may feel embarrassed. I mean, you shouldn't feel embarrassed, but I understand how you can feel embarrassed or feel like you're wasting other people's times, especially if you're going somewhere and you're like starving and you feel like everybody's kind of waiting on you to order. That can definitely be a big challenge. So please check the menu before you leave, or call the restaurant to at least make sure that they can accommodate you before you actually go. Having this predetermined before you arrive just minimizes that level of stress and having everybody waiting on you to place your order. The second tip that I have for you is always, when you get there, tell the server, whether it's in private or at the table, that this is a food allergy. They are more likely to take it seriously if you tell them you are allergic to the food, rather than just telling them, okay, this is a food sensitivity, or you prefer that it's not in there. I always tell people I have a dairy allergy or I have a gluten allergy when I sit down, because this just makes them triple check if there is any of that in the dish, and they are pretty honest when it comes to that, and if anything, they'll go ask the chef for me. So I really just find that telling them as soon as you get there is the best way to determine and make sure that your food will not contain those things. So please be vocal and tell the server as soon as you sit down that you are allergic to those foods, and not that it's just like a sensitivity or you just don't like it. Tip number 3 is really get to know your condiments, because those are probably the biggest source of hidden sources of your food sensitivity. So for instance, a lot of condiments have a bunch of different ingredients, and that can be very tricky when you are going out to eat. So that can contain hidden sources of like garlic, onions, dairy, gluten, whatever that may be for you. So really get to know what's in certain sauces, so that when you're looking through the menu, you're like, okay, automatically I know I can't have this sauce, so I can't have that dish. Or, in your own head, if you have an idea of what you actually can eat, automatically ask for a substitution for that. So for instance, if you know that soy sauce has gluten, maybe ask if they have a gluten-free soy sauce that they can offer you. So automatically you know that soy sauce contains gluten, and you already have a substitution or a solution for that. Or just ask for something else on the side that you actually can eat. Tip number 4 is do not be afraid to build your own dish. So I do this a lot when I go out to eat. Is I'll find things on the menu that I actually can eat, and I'll say, hey, can you make this pasta but with this sauce? So it just makes it easier for them to A, accommodate my allergy, and B, for me to just enjoy something without the added stress. So a lot of people are afraid to do this, but don't be. I mean, a lot of restaurants are super accommodating, and they want you to enjoy the experience, and they want you to have a good time. So don't be afraid to look on the menu for things that you actually can have, and ask them to make substitutions for certain things. Most of the time, they are pretty accommodating to this. My last and final tip is have your go-to spots and know your go-to dishes at those spots. So I have places that I know that I can eat at. I know that I have places that are very accommodating to my needs and what I can't have in my dishes. So find those spots that are going to be accommodating for you. So for instance, if my friends are asking, okay, I want to go out for a dinner, I automatically will suggest that place that I know that I can have something at, because A, it just makes it easier for me, and B, it's probably less stressful for them to, they're not having to wait on me to order certain things. So really have your go-to spots and your go-to dishes. This will just make the entire experience a lot more enjoyable for both parties. My last and final thoughts here is that it is 2021, and if restaurants are not being accommodating to dietary restrictions or needs, they should really get with the times, because a lot of people have these dietary restrictions. So please do not be afraid to voice what you need and what you need to be accommodated for when you are going out to eat at these places. Don't be afraid to call ahead of time. Tell the server once you sit down what you can and cannot have, and don't be afraid to ask for substitutions, because like I said, a lot of people have this and you're not alone. Also, using these tips and implementing them should make it a lot more seamless for you to go out and to enjoy your company without the added stress. If you have any questions regarding this video, please leave it in the comment section below and I would be happy to answer it or address it. And if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram, because I am constantly posting different restaurants in the city from Toronto, and I'm showing you guys what I'm eating day to day, so this may be helpful for you if you have similar dietary restrictions to me. That's it, guys. If you like this video, please hit that like button for me and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications, because I am posting new content like this every single week and I don't want you to miss out on it. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.